Which one is it gonna be, Anthony? The cartoon with the fish or the polar bears?
We always watch those, Grandma.
They're all good movies.
So what's the good news?
There's about 8 million results.
Is that all? So where do we start?
How about this? Let me run through what the nurse talked about today and what we should expect when we go in tomorrow. And we can deal with all the pamphlets and these links tomorrow.
Perfect.
Anthony didn't seem nervous at all. He was so chill.
That's great.
I turned to him and said, I'm so proud of you.
That's great. You know, if this is hemophilia, the first thing we want to know is how the insurance works.
Right, and that's with the social worker. But with the doctor, I don't want to forget to ask about treatment choices and factors.
Factor.
Right, factor. The medicine we Googled last night.
Come on, Dad. Go.
Hello, Amy, Hector. I know that while we've been waiting for the blood work to return, we've been operating under this assumption. And today, the blood work has confirmed it. Anthony has hemophilia A with factor VIII level of less than 1%.
That's considered severe.
Correct. Now, this means you and Anthony will initially need to come in for treatment. You'll learn about...
Insurance?
What about factor?
Correct. I'm sure you have many questions on many topics. We'll get through it all. We will educate you both, and in time, Anthony, on how and when to take his factor, how much to take, where it comes from, how it operates inside his body, and how it will help keep him healthy. It sounds like a lot, but Nurse Jess and I and the whole team here at the HTC will be here to guide you through. We treat around 100 patients just like Anthony, and whose parents have been in your shoes before. You will become experts on this, I assure you, and sooner than you may think.
Step 1, familiarize yourself with these pamphlets. We have your next appointment down for Thursday when we'll take step 2 together. Okay?
This is big. This is gonna be a big change.
Is this real?
Yeah, but we'll figure it out.
Welcome to the Grifols plant, everyone. Right this way. Grifols is respected in the hemophilia community for our storied history of being problem solvers and innovators. We pride ourselves in identifying challenges within the community and working to solve them. Today is a great example of that commitment. We needed to teach community members about our plasma products, but the usual pamphlets and PowerPoints just aren't cutting it anymore. So we took some of our engineering prowess and put it towards a special experience crafted just for families like you. This is our new virtual reality experience. What if you could see where your factor comes from? We wanted to bring you, the community members, directly into our plasma process. We've offered free tour of the plant for years, bringing a handful of patients through whenever possible. But instead of bringing patients to the plant, a virtual reality tour now allows us to bring the plant to patients all over the country.
How do I look?
futuristic.
Thanks to the magic of virtual reality, we can take you through each step of the process, led by our in-house quality control expert, Dr. Jones. Are you ready to meet Dr. Jones?
Absolutely.
Welcome to Grifols.
Hi, Dr. Jones.
We require a pristine plant environment. From the plasma donation center to the plant, rigorous safeguards are in effect at every step in the process to help ensure our plasma products can be taken with confidence. In fact, 5 of our essential steps to safety take place at the point of plasma donation at our plasma donation centers. Now, are you ready for the tour? Deliveries of donated plasma arrive via refrigerated trucks, transported at -20 degrees Celsius or colder.
It looks cold.
We then thaw the plasma to begin the process of centrifugation. In the viral control center, the plasma is run through several processes to separate out the factor VIII protein. The protein is then run through ultrafiltration, concentrating it from around 120 kilos down to 40 kilos. After factor VIII purification, the factor VIII protein moves into its final stage of the process, what we refer to as aseptic filling. Aseptic filling refers to the process of putting a sterilized substance into a sterilized container, like a vial. The custom technology we use was invented right here at Grifols. We even use a special airflow system to help ensure the process is clean and safe before we lyophilize or freeze dry and vacuum seal the vials of what we now can call factor. We believe this attention to detail in creating and bringing you factor VIII treatment may mean you, your child, those you care about can get back to a more normal way of life.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions. You should. My advice is to write them out before your appointments at HCC. It's important to seek clarity and be your own advocate when it comes to your healthcare.
Thank you. You've given us a lot to think about.
Yeah, very cool, but still processing it all.
Me too. It's a lot.
In a good way.
Yes, in a good way. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
He's asleep right now.
Hey, honey, you left your color book. Thank you so much. See you soon.
How are you feeling?
Take a guess.
So what's question number 1? Risks of plasma therapies?
Factor
Factor. I keep saying plasma.
and best practices.
For long-term care.
I think more than anything, I wonder what Anthony's life is gonna be like. In the next 5 years or 10 years or 30 years.
Well, that's another good question for Dr. K. What's wrong?
I can't.
What do you mean?
I can't go in. I can't do it.
What's wrong?
What's the point? What's the point of going in there? We can't fix this.
Where's this coming from? We have a diagnosis, finally.
Yeah, but there's no solution. At least not an easy one. I just feel so guilty.
Hey, all parents face challenges. All of them. Remember the night we found out, you were the one that told me how to be strong for Anthony.
Really?
Yeah, don't you remember?
What did I say?
You said it was good to be honest about your feelings, good or bad. but to be strong. And then you made me start reading. Everything. Every pamphlet, every Google search result.
Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Do your homework and ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, I get it though. It all feels very real right now. Like as soon as we go in and start planning with Dr. K, it all becomes official.
Exactly. And it's the start of a long journey. I just really want to get this right, you know? I want to get it right for Anthony.
You want some advice?
Maybe.
It's good to be honest about your feelings. Good or bad. But be strong.
I came up with that.
And just do your homework.
And ask a lot of questions. Whoever came up with that is very smart and a good parent.
The best. Right?
Now, how have the last few days been?
Well, in all honesty, I felt panicked. There's so much to read and so much to know.
Yes, things can be very overwhelming early on.
But the more I learn about this, the better I feel. I just want my Anthony to be able to lead a comfortable life.
Amy, nowadays, with the products that are available to treat hemophilia,